It is I, Menace Snowdecker, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Please note this is not going to be a happy, funny video, so if you came to watch something funny or entertaining, this is not going to be that kind of video for you. I'm making this video to basically explain what's going on with me as of late, and do my best to explain why I have not been my usual self. If anybody has noticed that at all. Where do I even begin explaining all that? No, let's see. Yeah, sure. Also, I'm just going to be adding stuff here because there's more things I decided I wanted to touch up on here or add as well. And I'm going to be going around looking through that, so just don't really pay attention to it too much because I'm even when I'm trying to relax, I'm still working myself to death apparently. I have not been my usual self for the last few days because a lot of things have been happening in my life, some of it too quickly, some of it too slowly, some of it not really well enough. I'm stressed, I am depressed, I am traumatized, I'm frustrated, and I'm sad and angry. I'm not really happy anymore. I don't even know how to put all of it into words, so I'm just going to do the best I can. I have had the bottom of the barrel's luck for as long as I can remember. Dating all the way back to high school, actually. And that's because, well, the school district that I grew up in and I went to, that I finished going through, they didn't really care about me. I've shared a bit in piece here and there, and I've told a portion of it when I was playing Doki Doki Literature Club, but I have not shared the full story. Not every detail, because it is horrible to listen to, and it actually breaks the heart when you hear the full story. And that's the part that honestly hurts, because I'm not ready to share that story on my YouTube channel. And I'm not ready to tell everyone because I know from watching, listening, and from experience that not everybody is ready to hear such a story. But then again, even if I do share it, who's gonna care? Nobody looks to me. Nobody cares about some guy who grows up in a small town that no one's ever heard of, that nobody gives a crap about. They're not gonna care. They're not gonna watch that dude's videos. They'll be like, oh, who's this? It's a nobody. Oh, okay, I'll just move on then. Because that's all they ever do. They just walk over me. They don't really care about what happens to people. And I just got used to that. Look, the town that I grew up in, they didn't really help. They say they would help or said they were trying to help. But truth be told, they did not really help at all. They created more problems than they actually solved. They are the kind of town that believes any rumor you tell them, any lie. They don't fact check. They don't look into it. They don't care about you. They don't. They say they do, but they don't. And then they go on and on about how they have this wonderful reputation. They're like, oh, we help people with autism and Asperger's. Yeah, well, guess what? That's what I have. I am autistic. And I have the Asperger syndrome. Pronunciation can be difficult for me sometimes. I guess that's why me and English don't really get along. And if I'm being totally honest here, they did not help me all that much. They just made things worse. And I could sit here and tell everything about what they did do, what they could have done. But point is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, well, there's always going to be another school like that, okay? There's always going to be another. And that's what you got to understand. There are places all over the planet that do this kind of crap. And that goes for literally every single school district. And it is true. You have to look at all the details when I say that. But point is, it doesn't matter. Because they always say, oh, we try to prevent bullying. We have people come in and speak about it to help prevent it. They're not helping prevent it. I can say for certain that every single one of those DARE videos we sat through and watched, nobody learned a thing. We all remember it, sure, but nobody learned from it. Bullying still happened. Kids got picked on. People got beat up. I certainly did. My cat wants in. Give me a moment. Hey, buddy. Coming in? Come on, Lego. I go to open the door and he just stands there. That's fine. Point is, they did not help me. And long story short, just summarizing it, the town horribly mistreated me. I got beat up quite a lot. I would go home and then I'd beat myself up because I just didn't want to be alive anymore. And then one night, I actually did try to take my life, but one night or one day, it doesn't really matter at this point. Point is, it happened. But I realized in that moment that if I take my own life, they win. Every person who says I can't do this, who says that I don't belong here. Hey, buddy, there you are. You came in after all. They just kept trying to put me down, and I did not like that. And there's even more messed up stuff that happened that I have not even shared. I've thrown in hints here and there on my channel. I've thrown in references. I've even hidden some of them in code. And some of that's actually in here somewhere. But you're not going to see it with the naked eye. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it happened. There's no point in that. And after everything they put me through, creating lies about me, accusing me of crimes that I never committed, and even some of them going as far as to actually send me death threats and to actually try to get rid of me themselves, I've developed a love-hate relationship with where I live. And it's more hate than love, but at the same time, I don't really cause any problems. So I don't know how to even think about that anymore. Still need a yellow. And yet here I am working. Point is, after everything that they put me through, I would go to bed having nightmares. And every night, the dreams just got worse and worse. It didn't matter how nice I was. It didn't matter how many times I asked people to stop. They didn't stop. They didn't care. I got beat up and bullied by hundreds of people. Nobody cared. My parents cared. My sibling cared. But the actual district, oh no, they didn't care. 2,224 people, and not one of them would lift a hand to defend a child who was 16, because everybody solemnly believed he was, quote, a devil, a demon, a monster, and they would say it to his face. My face. That's exactly what a lot of people said. They said that if you can't achieve, then you shouldn't achieve. Reasonable logic, I guess, but at the same time it's also flawed, because there are plenty of people out there who people told over and over again, you can't achieve this, you'll never achieve this, and then somehow they did it anyways. Like Thomas Edison with the light bulb. Albert Einstein with the atomic bomb. That was a mistake. We never should have made those. Oh, and don't forget all the famous people who people tell, like, you'll never become a popular singer, and then, lo and behold, whoop-de-doo, there they are, a popular singer. It's just over and over again. And that's what they did to me. I was viewed as the runt of my grade. I was viewed as the weak member in the pack. True, everybody knew there were people weaker than me when it came to physical strength and speed and intelligence, but overall, they treated me like dirt. And it was honestly despicable. Every last bit of it. And those nightmares I had were just awful, because at the time everybody kept saying that they wanted me dead. And I would have nightmares where I was quite literally dragged out of bed in my dreams and killed right there on the spot. Hey, buddy. Hey. It was absolutely awful. And the dreams didn't get better, they got worse, and this went on for months. And before I had those nightmares, I had dreams almost every single night. And after the nightmares, I developed a hard case of insomnia. Now I can barely sleep at all. And when I do sleep, I don't have dreams anymore. I'm lucky to have a dream a month now. I used to have one every single night. And people always say like, oh, well, according to scientific studies, when you go to sleep, you don't remember every single dream you have. Okay, that is true. But I still remembered a dream almost every single night. And then after all the pain and misery, after all the nightmares, I don't have dreams anymore. I physically don't. I just don't have them now. Every time I sleep, all I see is a black canvas. I never dream anything. And then there are times I wonder if I'm even sleeping. And I'm thinking this while I'm asleep, and that's the weird part. And then I wake up well rested, I didn't have a dream at all. But again, nobody cares. Why should you care? I'm just some guy on a screen on a video who you probably do know or probably don't know. Some people say I'm important to them. Some say that I've done good things for them. Some I've tried to do good things for, and they say I'm a nuisance and they just want me gone. This planet is a messed up place. One day you're living like a king. The next day you're a beggar on the street. Dark green, light green, yellow, magenta, pink, purple, red, orange, gray, light blue, brown. Am I missing any colors? No, I don't think so. Okay. Template. I have no idea. Point is, all that stress that I went through, all that pain, it didn't go away. It lingered because I have a photographic memory. So anything that's almost picture related that doesn't involve a lot of words, I'm able to memorize for years and years. And if it's on like an actual video, I can literally just memorize the whole thing. There was times I would watch a movie and I'd watch it one time and I could just quote any line from the movie, no problems asked. That's just how potent the photographic memory is. And each one is so vivid in detail, it's like I'm actually watching the film in person while I'm awake. So it's kind of weird. The point is, my mind's troubled because of that, because I was never able to get rid of the memories. What color would that be? No, a bit more orange. That works. Yeah, sure, why not? double checking that because I want to make sure I'm spelling it all correctly. Great. No, it's not what I was trying to do. Okay, so that is correct. Just double checking. Yeah, I'll make my own. Okay, not what I was expecting. I didn't know I could do that. Whatever. Fine. After all this time, I don't even know how to word that. I've tried moving on, I've tried forgiving, I've tried forgetting. I could hold a grudge and do unto them as they did unto me, but what'd be the point? No, I'm serious. What would be the point? What, to just cause more pain and misery? Turn more kids into the way I turned out? No. I don't want to put them through the same amount of suffering I went through. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do that. That's why I honestly started using jokes, because I learned from military veterans that jokes helps to deal with the pain, so to speak. And that's also why I like telling jokes on my channel, because it makes people laugh, it makes them smile. Don't message me saying like, dude, that was really funny. And when I hear that they laughed, it makes me smile a little bit. And that's where my ending line comes from. A smile a day goes a long way. That's where that comes from. It comes from the fact that I did not smile when I was a kid. And if I did, it was so masked by all the pain and misery that I went through in my hometown that it just didn't matter. Because all I remember now is the pain and agony. I don't remember the fun anymore. I don't remember the joy. And I have so many friends who are out there trying to live their life and will actually try to spend time to make me smile too. But it's just not enough anymore. A few months ago it was working perfectly. I was doing great. I was feeling wonderful. Now I just don't want to be here anymore. And I don't know how to describe it. I'm not suicidal. I'm not saying I'm just going to pull out a knife or a firearm and just take out my own life. That's not me. Because I learned the hard way that I don't want to end my life. I want to live it, but at the same time, I don't want to live on this planet no more. It sucks out there. People getting raped and molested, people getting lied to and hurt, used and abused. We got big corporations lying to people, mistreating you. The food is artificial and fake. It is disgusting, at least where I live. I went overseas to try real food for a week on a vacation, and when I came back, everything in my town tasted like garbage to me. Everything, even now. After readjusting for months, it all still tastes like garbage. It's just not enough anymore. Adding to all that, we have all these stupid big corporations that are focusing more on money. To top it off, taxes are on the rise. And interest. It's now at the point where we're getting taxed for our taxes. Gee, I didn't know you could tax a tax. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. No. I want a dark gray. To top it off, there's all this other stupid stuff that goes on that I just don't like dealing with or even listening to. For example, all the racist crap and all the LGBTQIA plus nonsense. All the furry stuff. It's just this massive list that just keeps getting bigger. They're like, oh, you can totally change your gender now. You can totally turn yourself into a woman or a man if you choose. No, that's not how it works, guys. We're scientists. We know what we're talking about. No, you don't. That's not how it works. It's not how any of that works. You can change your outside all you want, but on the inside, you're still either a man or a woman. That or you're a crossbreed between the two because you had a birth defect. Alright, there's only 3 genders. Only 3. There's male, there's female, and then there's the one between the two because there was a birth defect. That's it. There is no, oh, I'm an airplane. Oh, I'm a puppy. Pet me. Woof woof. There's none of that. But no, they insist there is. Oh, okay. Apparently I'm not the smart one here. Apparently looking at logic is not right anymore, apparently. And we got people going around saying, oh, it's fine to get abortions and slaughter a child growing inside you who hasn't really developed a conscience yet. Well, guess what? The moment you have a kid inside you that is undergoing the development process, it's a kid, whether you like it or not, and you're killing a living organism. They're like, oh, it's not living, yeah, just a clump of cells. You're a clump of cells. How about we end you? Well, my parents didn't end me. So, I'm just going to talk about this. And then we got people solemnly believing that human beings aren't animals. We are animals. I could sit here and just go on for hours and hours and hours. That's the point. Society has gone stupid. I mean, it's always had a bit of dumbness here and there, whatnot. Red versus blue, Republican versus Democrat, yada, 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 stuff that nobody wants to listen to, blah, 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 blah. But now it's just taking a nosedive, and a lot of us can't handle it anymore. I can't fund my own hobbies anymore. I've put myself in a state where I am almost bankrupt. And instead of making it better, I acted like a child, and I made it worse. So now I'm quite literally on the verge of it. And the fact that I was literally scammed by a scammer into letting him hack my account, making him a hacker, my Discord account, yeah, I was not happy about that. Thankfully, the higher-ups at Discord did help me get that back, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, that works. that works. I wonder if I can duplicate that actually. Yeah. It's just, it's all gone bad, and it's not helped me at all. Sprite's more clear, isn't it? Should I make that white? No, 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 then it's not accurate. Light gray, then? Yeah, I'll just go with light gray. That works. That works. That's better. So every single thing that's just happened lately has just added to the pain, to the stress. I mean, I'm trying to maintain my own YouTube channel while trying to maintain a job, while trying to help out other people, like, say, my parents, or my friends, even relatives occasionally. And it's gotten really hard to just balance that schedule, that agenda. Because now I'm up literally every single night. Even right now, I should be asleep. But I'm not, because I do night shifts now, because I have insomnia. It's difficult for me to sleep correctly. So I work by night, I sleep by day. Or at least I try to anyways. That's just how it is. Oh, crap, how did I... Was it this one? I think. Yes, it was. Okay, thank you. I don't know. I'll go back to that in a moment. Look, all the pain has just added to me. I like making jokes on my channel because I like seeing other people smile. I want them to be happy. I want them to watch a video of mine and laugh. I want them to smile and laugh. That's all I want them to do when they watch my videos. But now I'm not happy. And if I'm not happy, then I gotta put on a literal mask, fake smile. And that doesn't sit well with me. I want to be real. I want to be authentic. I want to put on a smile and everybody knows, hey, that's a real smile. He's happy. Now I just don't know anymore. We live in a society now where it's perfectly fine to use somebody else and lie about them and just hurt them. And everybody gets away with it. I don't know anymore. It's just a messed up world. And adding to all that pain and misery, I've also completely, hopelessly given up on trying to date in my life. Because every person I do like lives really far away, and distance is a problem there. And as for the people around me, they just don't care about me. Just doesn't matter. So there's just all this stuff that's been piling on for me in the background, behind the scenes, that I have not been showing all of you. That I don't want to show all of you. And I've learned not to care anymore. I am at the point where if a criminal walked into my room or walked right in front of me, any scenario, any place, had a knife or a gun, doesn't matter what they had or has, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to fight for my life or I'm just going to turn around and just say, just make it quick. That's the point I'm at right now. I just haven't decided there. I mean, I want to live my life, but this planet's made it hard now. And it's not even the planet's fault, it's our fault, our race, the human race. And I get sick of listening to everything, all this crap and nonsense from the public. That's all just a bunch of crap and lies. They're like, oh, black lives matter, white lives matter. This race is better than that one. No, this one's better than that one. We're better than this country. No, we're better than that one. We're all the same frickin' race. We're all human. Why are we bickering? Are we not all brothers and sisters in a way and sense? Okay, so why are we bickering? I don't understand anymore. I don't understand. In fact, I don't think I'll ever understand. Because all I've tried to do is understand. Doesn't matter. Someday I will tell my full story. I will share what happened to me, what I went through. I'm not going to put the town that hurt me through the same pain I went through. However, they did steal my reputation at one point in time. It's only fair I take away theirs one day. But that's a story for another day. I just want you all to know that I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep pushing myself to try to become better, to try to live better. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Even harder now that I'm quite literally on the verge of bankruptcy. And I'm living with relatives. Doing the best I can just to try to get by. I'm going to do the best I can. Anyways, I'm going to go back to working on all this. I will have more videos up once a day, every day. I'll try to anyways. I got a few videos on Snowbreak and a few on Pixel Gun 3D that I'm uploading right now. It's running in the background. I'll have one of those up tomorrow. Or I guess on the 8th, technically speaking, since it's the 6th right now while I'm recording this. Anyways, I hope to see you all again next time. I'm just gonna try to keep myself preoccupied so I don't focus on the negativity or the harshness that's just going on in the world. Or just inside my mind, because it's really twisted right now and there's just so many thoughts running through. And it's really hard to process all of it. Yeah. Just leave it at that. I'm not going to do my outro because I'm just not in the mood right now. I'm really not. And I'm not going to force myself to say something that I don't feel like saying. So I'm just going to end it right here. And I'll see you all again next time. I hope. Take care, everyone.